මෙම වැඩසටහන ඔබ වෙත ගෙනෙන්නේ
eSoft Metro Campus නව්‍ය දැනුමෙන් ඔබේ අනාගතය හැඩගන්වයි.
Good evening. Considering the tremendous growth the IT industry has experienced in the last 10 years, it just staggers me to think what we can experience and expect in the coming 50 years. Technology is evolving rapidly, so let's test the minds of the youth in Sri Lanka on IT Mastermind 2014. IT Mastermind 2014 is brought to you by the Computer Society of Sri Lanka, strategically partnered by eSoft Metro Campus with their media partner ITN. So without further ado, let's meet the contestants for tonight. Contestant number 1, Pravish Yoganathan, Highlands College, Hatton. Contestant number 2, Rajitha Dulanjit, Mayurapada Central College, Naramala. Contestant number 3, Mohammad Rimshan, Thopaveva Mahavidyalaya, Polonnaruwa. Contestant number 4, Nisal Periyapperuma, DS Senanayaka College, Colombo. Contestant number 5, Sarukesh Lavakumar, St. Joseph's College, Trincomalee. Contestant number 6, Butsarani Vevalwala, Kalutara Balika National School. And these are the judges for tonight. Mr. Nishan Sembakuttiarachi, CEO, eSoft Metro Campus. Mr. Kanishka Sugdadasa, Fellow of Computer Society of Sri Lanka. And as always, our quiz master tonight, Mr. Faisal Bongzo.
Thank you very much, Muru, and a warm welcome to the 9th preliminary round program of IT Masterminds 2014. It feels great to be back as your quiz master. Well, today as well, we're going to have 6 contestants representing schools from all over Sri Lanka who will be taking part. They will be facing 4 rounds of competition, and today the winner and the runner-up will move into the secondary rounds. Well, each round will be judged and points will be allocated and added, and you've got to remember that the decision of the judges will be final. We straight away move into round 1. In round 1, we will be posing a multiple choice question to each individual, and you will earn 10 points for a correct answer. And of course, the other contestants, you can register your answers via your terminals, and you can earn 3 points for each correct answer. And you've got to keep in mind that you will lose 2 points for each incorrect answer. So let's move on to the questions for round 1. And this is your question, Pravish. Which of the following is not a social network? Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Is it MySpace? Or is it Dell?
D.
Yes, the answer is correct, Dell. Here's your question now coming up. Contestant number 2, Rajitha. What is the device that can run both Windows and Android? Is it Windroid? Is it WinAndroid? Is it Android plus Windows? Or is it WA?
Answer A, Windroid.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question now, contestant number 3, Rimshan. Choose the hard link technology from the following. Is it NFC? Is it QR code? Is it 3G? Or is it hyperlink?
Answer C.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is B, QR code. We're moving on to your question now, contestant number 4, Nisal. Which of the following is not an open source OS? Is it Ubuntu? Is it Zorin? Is it Mint? Or is it Verbatim?
Answer D.
Yes, the answer is correct. Answer D, Verbatim. We're moving on to your question now. That's contestant number 5, Saurukesh. Choose programming language that is not supported in .NET framework. Is it F#? Is it VB? Is it C#? Or is it Java?
F#.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is D, Java. As we move on to the final question in the first round, and this is to contestant number 6, and this is for you, Butsarani. What is the speed of the USB 3 as a multiple of USB 2 speed? Is it 5 times? Is it 100 times? Is it 10 times? Or is it 3 times? You can give me an answer.
Answer C.
Answer?
C.
C. Yes, the answer is correct, 10 times. And with that, we end all the questions for round 1. Let's find out who's got the lead after round 1.
Bringing world-class higher education to your doorstep. eSoft Metro Campus. Shaping lives, creating futures.
Bachelor's at 19?
In Sri Lanka?
My ambition is to finish my master's at 21 and become a senior manager when I'm 25. I joined eSoft straight after my O-levels.
Start your IT or business management degree straight after O-levels. eSoft. Shaping lives, creating future.
නිවැරදි IT දැනුම ප්‍රමුඛයාගෙන් පමණයි. eSoft.
At the end of round 1, we now have the results ready. I would like to ask the judges, how have our contestants fared in this round?
Well, it's definitely an interesting competition. From the first round itself, we have an interesting tie. So
we have an interesting tie situation. Yes, we do. We have the leader position tied with 2 contestants with this identical scores, and we also have the 3rd place tied with identical scores between 2 contestants. So these are the contestants at 3rd place. Contestant number 6, Butsarani of Kalutara Balika National School with 8 points. And also with 8 points, we have contestant number 1, Pravish from Highlands College, Hatton. And leading at the end of round 1, we have 2 contestants with 13 points each. Contestant number 4, Nisal from DS Senanayaka College, Colombo, and contestant number 2, Rajitha from Mayurapada Central College, Narammala. Over to you, Faisal, for an exciting round 2.
Thank you, Muru. With 3 more rounds to go right from the beginning. From round 1, competition has got stiff. And let's move on without further ado to round 2. Now here, in round 2, we will be posing a question based on an image, and you have to answer individually. You will earn 10 points for a correct answer, and the others can buzz if you know the answer. And if the first student either does not answer or gives the incorrect answer, the opportunity will go to the contestant who buzzes first. The correct answer will earn you 5 points, but an incorrect answer will make you lose 2 points. You've got to remember that. As we move on to round 2, and this is your question. Contestant number 1, what is this type of keyboard known as?
Touchpad keyboard. Touchpad keyboard.
No, the answer is natural keyboard or ergonomic keyboard. Here's your question. Contestant number 2. What programming language is represented by this logo?
VB.NET.
No.
SQL.
No. Time's up. Number 5.
Python.
Yes, the answer is correct. We're moving on to your question now, contestant number 3. This is a device that is needed for corporate networks. What is it known as?
Hub.
No.
Monitor connector.
No, none of you seem to have pressed the buzzer. None of you seem to know the answer. The answer is router. Here's your question, contestant number 4. Identify this component.
Cooling fan.
No. Number 2 would like to answer this question?
Daisy wheel.
Yes, the answer is correct, daisy wheel. Here's your question, contestant number 5. Identify the name of the printer technology that is shown here.
Dot matrix printer.
Yes, the answer is correct. Dot matrix printer. And this is the final question in round 2. It's for you, contestant number 6. This image shows a very significant processor. Identify its unique name.
Intel processor.
No. The number 4?
Transistor.
No. The answer is Intel 4004. And with that, we end all the questions for round 2. Let's find out who's taken the lead after 2 rounds of competition.
ලොව පිළිගත් උසස් අධ්‍යාපන අවස්ථා ඔබ සැමට විවර කර දෙන eSoft Metro Campus නව්‍ය දැනුමෙන් ඔබේ අනාගතය හැඩගන්වයි.
Bachelor's at 19?
In Sri Lanka?
My ambition is to finish my masters at 21 and become a senior manager when I'm 25. I joined eSoft straight after my O-levels.
Start your IT or business management degree straight after O-levels. eSoft, shaping lives, creating future.
Viewers question program number 9. This is for you, our viewers. This is the question for you this week. Which is the most popular smartphone operating system currently? Which is the most popular smartphone operating system currently? SMS your answer to 0725 547 547 before noon this Thursday. We've just completed round 2. Let's see how our contestants have fared in this round. We have 2 leaders in this round sharing the same score. In second place, we have contestant number 4, Nisal from DS Senanayake College, Colombo with 11 points. And we have 2 leaders, 18 points each for contestant number 5, Sarukesh of St. Joseph's College, Trincomalee. And contestant number 2, Rajitha of Mayurapada Central College, Naramala. Over to you, Faisal, for round 3.
Thank you, Miru. We were right by saying that the competition is mounting, judging by the scores. As we move on to round 3 here, we will be posing an open-ended question, and you have to answer individually. You will earn 10 points for a correct answer, and same as in round 2, the rest of you can make an attempt by using the buzzer. So let's move on to the questions for round 3. And this is your question, contestant number 1. SSL encrypted HTTPS connections are usually encrypted using a key of what size? Well, none of you want to make an attempt to answer that question. The answer is 128 bits. Here's your question, contestant number 2. Who or what organization introduced the PNG graphics format?
Adobe.
No. Well, the rest of you don't want to make an attempt to answer that question. I'll give you the answer. It's W3C. This is your question, contestant number 3. How many colors are supported in GIF files?
3 colors.
No.
2 colors.
No, you've got only 2 chances. And nobody else would like to attempt to answer that question. It's 256. Here's your question now, contestant number 4. What does the acronym OSI stand for?
Open System Interconnection.
Yes, we'll take that as the answer. Open Systems Interconnect. And here's your question now, contestant number 5. What does the term ARPANET stand for? Number 3 would like to answer this question.
Advanced Research Project Urgency Network.
Yes, the answer is correct. And the final question from round 3 is for you, contestant number 6. What does the acronym FOSS stand for? Well, contestant number 4 would like to try this question.
Free and open source software.
Yes, the answer is correct. And with that, we end all the questions for round 3. Let's find out whether there have been any changes in positions after 3 rounds of competition.
உலகத்தரம் வாய்ந்த உயர்கல்வி வாய்ப்புகள் உங்களுக்காக கொண்டு வரப்பட்டுள்ளன. ESOFT Metro Campus, shaping lives, creating futures.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm 19 and just finished my bachelor's in IT.
Bachelor's at 19?
In Sri Lanka?
My ambition is to finish my master's at 21 and become a senior manager when I'm 25. So I skipped my A-levels and joined directly to the degree programs.
That's great. We didn't have that opportunity.
Start your IT or business management degree straight after O-levels at ESOFT.
Viewers question program number 9. This is for you, our viewers. This is the question for you this week. Which is the most popular smartphone operating system currently? Which is the most popular smartphone operating system currently? SMS your answer to 0725 547 547 before noon this Thursday. And these are our last week's winners. At the end of 3 rounds of competition, I now have the score sheet with me. In second place, we again have a tie with 2 contestants sharing the same points. Contestant number 5, Sarukesh of St. Joseph's College, Trincomalee with 18 points. And with 18 points again, contestant number 2, Rajitha of Mayurapada Central College, Naramala. And leading in this round as well, contestant number 4, Nisal of DS Senanaka College with 26 points. Over to you, Faisal, for the final round.
Thank you very much, Muru. And once again, we see very stiff competition. Contestants and viewers, only the winner and the runner-up will go into the secondary round. So this is going to be certainly a decisive round, round 4. Here we use the same format as round 3, and the contestants will be answering open-ended questions, and the judges will be evaluating your answers. So good luck to the 6 of you. This is the decisive final round, round 4. Here's your question, contestant number 1. AMOLED is considered to be a better display technology for mobile phones. What does AMOLED stand for? Well, number 5 is indicated.
Active matrix organic light emitting diode.
Yes, the answer is correct. We're moving on to your question now. Contestant number 2. What does MTBF stand for? Well, none of you seem to know the answer. I'll give you the answer. It's mean time between failure. This is your question. Contestant number 3. What is the name of the mail server software developed by Microsoft?
Email.
No.
Gmail.
Number 2 would like to answer this question.
Hotmail.
1 minute. You tried to say something else?
Gmail.
No. Yes, number 2?
Hotmail.
No. None of you got the answer right. The answer is Exchange Server. Here's your question. Contestant number 4. Who invented the famous email encryption system known as PGP? Well, here again, none of you seem to want to make an attempt to answer the question. The answer is Phil Zimmermann. And this is your question. Contestant number 5. What browser has the largest market share currently?
Google Chrome.
Yes, the answer is correct. And here's your question, contestant number 6. What is the world's largest software company in terms of revenue? Well, number 4 would like to answer this question.
Microsoft.
Yes, the answer is correct. And with that, we end all the questions for round 4. We'll be able to tell you as to who the winner is and who the runner-up is going into the second round.
We have just completed the 9th preliminary round program of IT Mastermind 2014, and I now have the final scores. In 6th place, contestant number 3, Mohammad Rimshan of Thopawela Mahavidyalaya, Polonnaruwa. In 5th place, contestant number 6, Butsarani Webalwala, Kalutara Balika National School. In 4th place, contestant number 1, Pravesh Yoganathan, Highlands College, Hatton. In 3rd place, contestant number 2, Rajitha Dulanjit, Mayurapada Central College, Narammala. And before I announce the runner-up and the winner who will progress to the secondary rounds, may I call upon Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa, Managing Director, ESOFT Group of Companies, and Dr. Malitha Vijayasundara, Assistant Secretary, Computer Society of Sri Lanka, to hand over the cash prizes and the certificates. And the runner-up of this edition of IT Mastermind 2014 is contestant number 4, Nisal Periya Peruma from DS Senanayake College, Colombo, with 31 points. And the winner is contestant number 5, Sarukesh Lavakumar, St. Joseph's College, Trincomalee, with 33 points. Well, that is the end of this edition of IT Mastermind 2014. Do join us next week on ITN at the same time, where we continue the search for the next IT Mastermind 2014. Have a great week. Good night.
මෙම වැඩසටහන ඔබ වෙත ගෙනෙන්නේ eSoft Metro Campus නව්‍ය දැනුමෙන් ඔබේ අනාගතය හැඩගන්වයි.